I don't remember my last update on this thing, but I took part of the wall out. We're going to move that wall back all the way down. It would have been awesome if I'd have known that we were going to move the wall back when I tried to patch this floor. But I will patch that hole as well with a block and some construction cement. But I could have just done one piece there if I'd have known we were cutting the floor back, or the wall back. But when we put that wall up for, like, that's just mocked up, you know, when we put that there just to show what it was like, Carolyn thought this was too close to the edge of the where the bench is going to be. There's going to be a bench on this end of the shower, and she thought that would be too narrow. You know, one day we may be trying to get in there with walkers or something, you know, so we wanted to make sure it was bigger. So I pushed that wall back, and then I also have cleaned up this area here. I had to pull the floor up here because I had to reroute the this is for the shower, this water supply for the shower. I had to reroute that. I brought that up, and then there was a bunch of fittings. There was a bunch of shark bite fittings in there from a previous repair when it had leaked. So I cut all the shark bites out, and I put, I sweated those joints in so they would be nice and sweat. I'm gonna put, the shut-off valves there, and then this is just on here temporary, just to hold that in place. But then we'll come up here. This is gonna get blocked off. We're gonna have a shower head here, a regular shower head here. Then we're gonna have a waterfall shower head here. This is gonna have to go up a lot farther so I can figure that out. I have to figure out how to go around this thing. That's the drain vent. And then down here, this is where the drain in the new, you can kind of see where that's gonna be. That's in the new, where the new pan is gonna be. And I had to, cut out the old drain. The old drain was like right here, so I had to cut that off there, and I'm gonna have to make a new drain and water trap, for that piece. But there's the repair that I did down there, right there, to fix that, where there was a bunch of shark bites in there. I used the shark bites back then because I didn't know I wasn't confident in sweating anything in there, and now that I'm more confident and I practice and I'm confident in sweating the joint, that's been like that for a week and a half now, and it has not leaked a drop. So no problem, because the water is on all the way up to the valves, so we're in good shape there. Now those are shark bites, right? So you say, why you're not going to put a shark bite there? Well, that's also behind that door right there, so that door is going to survive the project. And whenever, if these were to leak or there was some problem with them, I can access them to fix it. I would not need to tear into the wall, because I'm gonna make an access door there. So that's that, and that is all tuned up. And then this is all this drywall has to come out. That's the 7-foot mark there. All that drywall has to come out. And then I'm going to make this, well, this is 2x4, but I'm going to make it 2x6 like this. So this will match that in width, and then this is going to go back a little bit that way. It's a little bit too long. I have to figure out a way to anchor it in the floor so that it's not wobbly. It's going to anchor back there, and it's going to anchor to the pan, but I'm worried about it being wobbly. So, because this is out here, and that's where it was anchored originally. It went down into the floor, and then it was anchored to a piece of wood that was, welded, or not welded, was nailed in between the two joists. So, anyway, and then tonight I just put that double gang box in. That is going to be, there were switches there to begin with, there before I slid the wall in, so I had to re-put that. So that is I pulled out that fixture and we're gonna get it. She's got a new one on order. Now I have to go up in the wall and move those into that wall. Those wires go up. Those are connected up there. And so I'll have to go into that wall. I actually have to take all that off because I have to get to those wires and they have to go from there in the wall and then I can patch that spot. But that's why I got to take all that drywall off, which kind of sucks because that drywall is fine. I would not need to take that out if I didn't need to get to that. I'm going to see if I can be gentle and maybe reuse it, but it's probably not really worth it. Anyway, there is the update of where we are so far. I think it's coming along pretty good. I would, more progress would be great, but I think it's coming along pretty good.